Hello medicos. Today I will discuss about the cardiomyopathy. First of all, I will discuss about the what is difference between the dilated cardiomyopathy, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and restrictive cardiomyopathy with the help of the diagram of the heart. After that, I will also discuss about the what is the causes which causes the dilated and hypertrophic and restrictive cardiomyopathy and what is the sign and symptom appear in this type of the cardiomyopathy. And also I will discuss about the investigation like in the ECG, in the echo, in the chest x-ray what you will see, like sometimes you will see the banana like cavity occur, in the sometimes you will see the non-specific T wave changes occur and also decrease in the ejection fraction. So I will discuss in the detail also about the investigation like ECG and echo, also chest x-ray and catheterization. After that I will discuss about the treatment, in which cases which treatment you will see, like in different cases like beta blocker, also ICD, implantable cardiac defibrillator are used, also AC inhibitor. So different type of drugs are used for the different type of the cardiomyopathy. Also we will discuss about the which drug are contraindicated in which type of the cardiomyopathy, because it's also very important and asked in the examination. Please revise this chapter very much, because cardiomyopathy is the very important for FMG, also for the NEET PG. So please revise this chapter sequentially and focus the diagram which I will make. So let's start the video. Cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy is a cardiac dysfunction caused by the myocardial disease. Which myocardial disease? Like sometimes you will see the left ventricle dilation, sometimes you will see the right ventricle dilation, and sometimes narrowing of the cavity of the ventricles. So these myocardial diseases causes the cardiomyopathy. There are mostly three types of the cardiomyopathy occur, like hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy and restrictive type of cardiomyopathy. I will discuss three all in detail. First of all, I will discuss about the dilated cardiomyopathy. What is dilated cardiomyopathy? The name dilated, what it means dilated? Means dilation of the ventricles occur. In this dilation of left ventricle or right ventricle occur. Sometime left ventricle occur, sometime right ventricles occur. So mostly occur in the left ventricle but also in the right ventricle. This is the normal heart, but this is the dilated cardiomyopathic heart. In this you will see the normal size of the ventricle, but here you will see the dilation of the ventricle. So this is the dilated cardiomyopathy. It is a congestive cardio, also called congestive type of cardiomyopathy, and it is a systolic dysfunction. Please learn this. This is a systolic dysfunction. Dilated cardiomyopathy is a systolic dysfunction, but hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is a diastolic dysfunction, and also restrictive cardiomyopathy also a diastolic dysfunction. So please learn this. This is a systolic dysfunction, but hypertrophic and restrictive cardiomyopathy is a diastolic dysfunction. Causes, different causes are for dilated cardiomyopathy, like familial, idiopathic like sometimes viral disease or also genetic causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. Alcoholism also causes cardiomyopathy. Sarcoidosis, Duchenne muscular dysfunction. Duchenne muscular dysfunction mostly occur in the pediatrics group. Pediatrics group children mostly causes the Duchenne muscular dysfunction. So this is the pediatrics groups type of the disease. Sometimes endocrine dysfunction also causes, like hyper or hypothyroidism, hypothyroidism. Also sometime in the diabetic mellitus also causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. Pheochromocytoma, pheochromocytoma. So this is the endocrine disabnormalities causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. Metabolic disorder like nutritional disorder, like you will see the thiamine, also selenium. This causes the nutritional disorder. Also in case of the uremia condition, this causes the metabolic disabnormality. Some drugs, like drugs, please learn these drugs because it's very important. drugs like doxorubicin, cyclophosphamide, cycloquinol, and clozapine. These drugs also causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. When it drugs taking for a long time, then it causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. So some drugs also causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. Also toxics like many toxics, heroin, cocaine, this also causes the dilated cardiomyopathy. So this is the causes. First of all, you learn this is very important. And in pediatrics group, Duchenne muscular dysfunction and genetic causes are the dilated cardiomyopathy. What is sign and symptom in the patient who suffered from dilated cardiomyopathy? Sign and symptom like congestive heart failure occur in the patient. Also arrhythmia condition occur in the patient of cardiac dilated cardiomyopathy. If left heart failure means dilation of the left heart occur, then you will see the systemic or pulmonary edemas. Systemic or pulmonary edema you will see in the patient. Edema, here is the edema. It's written systemic or pulmonary edema also causes the left heart failure. If right heart failure, you will see the right heart dilation, then you will see the pedal edema, ascites, and JVP. In the normal person, JVP is the normal, not increases or decreases, but in the case of the dilated cardiomyopathy patient, JVP increases. And also hepatomegaly you will see. If right heart failure, if left heart failure, from this symptoms you will see the you will determine the which heart failure occur, means in which heart dilation occur, left or right. So if left heart ventricle dilation occur, then it's a systemic or pulmonary edema. If the right heart failure occur, then it is a pedal edema, also hepatomegaly and ascites occur, and JVP you will see the increase in the JVP. And this is a dichrotic pulse. I will also discuss different type of the pulse like bifidus pulse. It is a dichrotic pulse in dilated cardiomyopathy. You will see the dichrotic type of the pulse in that cardiac dilated cardiomyopathy. Please learn this dichrotic pulse. It is a characteristic of dilated cardiomyopathy. What is the investigation? In investigation, what you will see, like for investigation, we will take echo, ECG or chest X-ray, and catheterization are used for this. In echo, what you will see in the echo? In the echo, when we will diagnose by the help of echo, then you will see the you will see in the decrease in the you will see in the decrease in the ejection fraction, decreases in the ejection fraction decreases in the echo. What is you will see in the ECG? If you have any doubt in the difference between echo and ECG, please go and watch my video, what is difference between the echo and ECG. It is a very short video for 1 minute, then you will understand what is difference between echo and ECG. In the ECG you will see the non-specific T wave, means you will not see the non-specific T wave changes. You will see non-specific T wave changes. This is the you will see in the ECG. And decrease in the ejection fraction you will see in the echo. In the chest X-ray, what you will see in the chest X-ray? In the chest X-ray you will see the cardiomegaly are seen in the chest X-ray. So cardiomegaly which are you will see in the chest X-ray of the patient. And catheterization, by the help of the catheterization you will see the decrease in the ventricle contractility, because dilation of the ventricle occur in this dilation you will see the ventricle, so decrease in the contractility. So this is the investigation we used for the determine the which type of the cardiomyopathy. This is the for dilated cardiomyopathy you will see this type of the characteristic. What is the treatment of the dilated cardiomyopathy? Treatment of cardiomyopathy, you will give the beta blocker like propanol, metoprolol. These are beta blocker. You will see ACE inhibitor, different type of ACE inhibitor used for this. Spironolactone and defibrillator also used in the treatment of the dilated cardiomyopathy. So this is the dilated cardiomyopathy. Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Hypertrophic means in this you will see the ventricles narrowing occur and the hypertrophic occur in the heart ventricles. So hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. What is the general characteristic? General characteristic is the due to the septal dilation occur asymmetrically. So left ventricle outflow obstruction occur. Here you will see the this is the normal size of the heart, normal heart. This is the hypertrophic heart. What is the difference? You will see in this diagram is the normal septum which separate the right ventricles and the left ventricle. But in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, you will see the dilation of the ventricles occur. In dilation of the septum dilation, abnormal growth of the septum. You will see the abnormal growth of the septum occur. So due to the septal dilation, here you will see the septal dilation occur asymmetrically, not symmetrically, it is asymmetrically. So left ventricle outflow obstruction occur because due to the septal dilation, here you will see the outflow obstruction occur in this. So this is the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. In this you will see the cavity of the left ventricle, you will see the banana like appearance. Here banana like appearance occur. If you want, then I will make the diagram, then you will understand. Here is the ventricles, like you will see the right or left ventricles. Here is the right ventricle, here is the left ventricle. But in this you will see the septum dilation occur. Most of the part covered by the septum. This is the ventricles wall, but this is the right. Here you will see the dilation of the septum occur abnormally dilation of the septum. So there is no outflow of the blood occur in this. From this outflow not occur. So you will see the cavity, you will see the narrow cavity appear. Here you will see the narrow cavity. If you want, then I will change color. This is the narrow cavity, here narrow cavity, and its cavity look like a banana. You will see this is a banana like cavity. So this is also called banana shaped left ventricle. Banana shaped left ventricle are visible in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. It is a autosomal dominant disease. Please learn this. This is a autosomal dominant disease because mostly this is occur in the beta myosin gene and chromosome number 14. Chromosome number 14 abnormality occur in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Please learn this. This is a autosomal dominant disease because mostly in the question he will ask which type of disease. This is a autosomal dominant disease. And please learn also this sudden cardiac death. If you will see any question sudden cardiac death in the young athlete, like you will see the when sometimes you will hear some people run fast and after that sometime he will fall down, and after that sometimes you will see the death of the patient. These sudden cardiac death in the athletes occur due to the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy because in these cases you will see the ventricular fibrillation occur. Due to ventricular fibrillation, you already know, due to ventricular fibrillation or ischemia, due to ventricular fibrillation twitching of the heart occur, so blood pressure decreases very abnormally and so pulseless, there is no pulse and causes the death of the patient. So this is the causes of the death of the patient in the hypertrophic. So if you will see in any question sudden cardiac death, it's very important. We'll change color. It's very important. Sudden cardiac death in any patient causes the due to the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Due to the ventricular fibrillation or ventricular tachycardia sometime also occur. Ventricular fibrillation and ventricular tachycardia, in which cases twitching of the heart occur and blood pressure decreases and pulseless type, so causes the sudden cardiac death in the patients or athletes. it is a diastolic dysfunction. I already said that dilated cardiomyopathy is a systolic dysfunction, but hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is a diastolic dysfunction, because in this there is no problem in the contraction of the heart, in this dilation problem, because in the here septal abnormal dilation occur, dilation, so dilation of the ventricle occur abnormally, so this is a dilation dysfunction, not a systolic dysfunction. This is the general characteristic of the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Causes, which causes the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, like genetic causes. Some, I already said the autosomal dominant disease, so genetic causes the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. High blood pressure or aging also sometimes causes the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and sometimes unknown causes. If in question unknown causes, then you will see the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, because in the patient you will see the normal activity, he will do everything normal, but when he will do any large function, or also like athlete's function, he will do any exercise, then it causes the death, and it is due to the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So sometimes unknown abnormalities occur. This is the causes of the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. What is the sign and symptom you will see in the patient of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy? In the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, you will also see the pulmonary edema also occur in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Double apex beat, you will see the double type of apex beat in the cardiomyopathic patient. Dyspnea, angina, and the palpitation also got. Dyspnea is the most common, this is the most common in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And by also bifid carotid pulse in the dilated cardiomyopathy, I discussed the dicrotic type of pulse, but in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy you will see the bifid carotid pulse, pulsus disperens. What is meaning of this? In this, what the meaning of bifid carotid pulse means? It is the twice beating pulse, twice beating pulse in the systole. In the systole condition, twice beating pulse. So it is also called bifid carotid pulse or pulsus bisferens. This is the characteristic of also hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Please also learn bifid carotid pulse seen in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and dicrotic pulse seen in the dilated cardiomyopathy. This is the also characteristic. What is the investigation of the choice for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy? There are two types we will use for the dilated hypertrophic cardiomyopathy: ECG or echo. In the ECG, you will see the left ventricle's hypertrophy occur, left ventricle hypertrophy, and in the echo condition, you will see the banana like cavity, banana shaped cavity appear in the echo of the patient, and also asymmetrical septal, like you will see the asymmetrical septal hypertrophy you will see in the echo of the patient. So if you will see the banana like cavity or asymmetrical septal hypertrophy, here is the banana like cavity and asymmetrical septal hypertrophy, then you will definitely say that the patient is suffered from the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So this is the investigation, you will determine the which type of cardiomyopathy in this patient. What is the treatment? Treatment is very important for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, because drug of choice of the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy also beta blocker, calcium channel blocker, and disopramide. Beta blocker, like you all know, beta blocker like propranolol, and also calcium channel blocker like verapamil. This is the calcium channel blocker which also used in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and disopramide also used in case of the, this is the propranolol also called the drug of choice. Drug of choice of the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is the beta blocker like propranolol. If a patient also want the surgical treatment, then we will give the alcohol based septal ablation this treatment absolute alcohol we will give the, so alcohol based septal ablation occur. Also cardiac transplantation if donor available, then also cardiac transplantation occur, and also myomectomy occur in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy patient if he want the surgical treatment. What is the treatment of choice? If in the question he will ask the treatment of choice, then I will give the ICD. What is ICD? Implantable cardioverter defibrillator. I will write, because if in the option not written full name, then you will see the ICD. This is the treatment of choice. If in the question he will ask drug of choice for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, then you will choose the beta blocker or propanol, also calcium channel blocker and disopramide. If he will ask the treatment of choice for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, implantable cardio defibrillator is the treatment of choice for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And which drug is contraindicated? Please also learn which drug is contraindicated in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, like AC inhibitor, digoxin, nitrate, furosemide, and amlodipine. Also it is a contraindicated drug. Please learn this many times in this question asked, what is the contraindicated drug in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So contraindicated drug in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is AC inhibitor, digoxin, nitrate, furosemide, and amlodipine. Why these are called contraindicated drug? Because you know these all type of the drug, these all type of drug you will see the, because they all are decreases the size of heart, they all decreases the size of heart. If here you will see the, here you will see already decrease in the ventricular size. If he will use the drug like this, and also it causes the decrease in the size of the heart, so it causes the death of the patient. So these drugs are contraindicated in the patient of the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So please learn that he will ask about the drug of choice, then you will see the, you will choose this type of the option. If he will ask about surgical treatment, then mostly these options are available in the examination, also cardiac transplantation and myomectomy. But he will ask when about the treatment of choice, then ICD is the treatment of choice for the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And contraindicated drugs also very important, because it causes the decrease the size of the heart, so death of the patient occur. So this is the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Restrictive cardiomyopathy, this is the failure of the relaxation due to the fibrosis present in the wall. Here you will see the, this is the normal heart, and this is the fibrosis occur in the heart. Here you will see the fibrosis occur in the ventricles of the heart. So there is a problem in the dilation of the heart. There is no problem occur in the contraction of the heart. Here is the problem in the dilation of the heart. So this is the restrictive cardiomyopathy, means restriction occur in this. So this is also called restrictive cardiomyopathy. This is the mostly rarest type of cardiomyopathy. If he, in the question he will ask what is the rarest cardiomyopathy, then restrictive type of cardiomyopathy is a rarest type of the cardiomyopathy. In this also diastolic dysfunction, I already said that hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and restrictive cardiomyopathy is a diastolic dysfunction, but dilated cardiomyopathy is a systolic dysfunction. So in this also dilation of the ventricles also abnormally occur. So this is the restrictive cardiomyopathy due to the fibrosis occur in the ventricular wall or muscles of the ventricles. This is the general characteristic of the restrictive cardiomyopathy. What is causes? Which causes the restrictive cardiomyopathy? Amyloidosis, sarcoidosis, hemochromatosis, fibroelastosis, and radiation. Means these all type causes the restrictive cardiomyopathy. But in the question mostly you will see the most common type is the amyloidosis occur in the patient, which causes the restrictive cardiomyopathy. So please learn this. Most common is the amyloidosis, which causes the restrictive cardiomyopathy. Sign and symptoms. Sign and symptoms also like dyspnea, positive Kussmaul sign. What is Kussmaul sign? Please don't understand this Kussmaul breathing. Kussmaul breathing is different, but Kussmaul sign are also different. In the Kussmaul sign, you will see that JVP increases, means jugular venous pressure increases in the patient with jugular venous pressure increases with inspiration. In this patient, you will see the increase jugular venous pressure in the patient. This is the Kussmaul sign, but you will now you will understand what is Kussmaul breathing. Kussmaul breathing occur in the diabetic mellitus. It is a not Kussmaul breathing. It is a Kussmaul sign, which is the increase of JVP with the inspiration. Means jugular venous pressure increases with the inspiration is called Kussmaul sign. So it is a positive Kussmaul sign present in the restrictive cardiomyopathy. Also, ankle edema occur in the restrictive type of cardiomyopathy, ascites and pulmonary edema. You will see in the case of the patient of the restrictive cardiomyopathy. What is the investigation of the choice? For investigation, we will use the ECG, echo, chest X-ray and catheterization also used. In the ECG, you will see the, I will write in the ECG, you will see the pericardial effusion occur, and also constrictive pericarditis occur. Constrictive pericarditis occur. So you will see this in the ECG of the patient. What is C? You will see in the echo of the patient. In the echo of the patient, you will see the stiffness of the ventricle. Here you will see the stiffness of the ventricle, means due to the fibrosis of the ventricle, so stiffness occur in the ventricle. So you will see the stiff ventricles in the patient of the restrictive cardiomyopathy. In the echo, you will see the stiff ventricles. In the chest X-ray, you will see the CT ratio increases. CT ratio. No, in the chest X-ray, you will see the CT ratio normal, but pulmonary edema present. Pulmonary edema present. Pulmonary edema present in the chest X-ray, you will see. And in the catheterization process, you will see the any layers of fibrosis you will see in the case of the catheterization. So square root wave sign are visible. Please learn this square root wave sign are visible in the catheterization process. This is the square root, like you will see this type of wave. This look like a square root. So this is square root wave sign are visible in the catheterization, also called deep and plateau pattern in the diastolic waveform. This is also called deep and plateau pattern are seen in the diastolic waveform. So please also learn, this is the very important square root sign are visible in the catheterization of the restrictive cardiomyopathy patient, and also called deep plateau pattern are visible in the cardiac catheterization. So this is the investigation ECG echo. In the echo also you will see the stiff ventricles. So this is also important in echo, stiff ventricles seen in the restrictive cardiomyopathy. What is the treatment? For drug of choice, you will see the warfarin or thiazide are used in case of the restrictive cardiomyopathy. In the treatment of choice, I already said that is in the HOCM hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or also in the restrictive cardiomyopathy, you will use the ICD. So ICD, implantable cardio defibrillator, are used in case of the treatment of choice of the restrictive cardiomyopathy. And in the case of surgical treatment, if surgical treatment occur, then if donor are present, then cardiac transplantation also occur in the patient of restrictive cardiomyopathy. This is the all about the restrictive cardiomyopathy. Thank you for watching my video. If you like, please subscribe and share with your friend. Thank you so much.